Automobile Customer Service Department. All calls may be monitored or recorded for quality purposes. To return to the main menu,
that's a problem. John Holtz Honda in hopes that they were going to fix it, and then they refused to fix it even though it's under warranty. So could I give you my social security number or any other information that might be able to help you?
No, I wouldn't be able to look it up by your social. Are you the current owner or actually the original owner of the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's your phone number?
Try and give you a couple phone numbers and hopefully that'll do something.
What's your first name?
It's Peter. Last name is Helfrich, Helfrich.
And what's your zip code?
14559.
There's nothing coming up under that first and last name. What's the zip code?
There's no Helfrich, Helfrich.
There's nobody coming up under that name with that zip code.
Well, can you try 12901 because I moved twice.
No, that's not coming up either.
Well, I bought a vehicle 4 years ago from American Honda off of John Holtz Honda, and... Is
there any way that you can get the VIN number for me?
Well, here's the problem. I took the thing down there to get it fixed, and they're not going to tell me where they're going to tow it to. So now we've got a vehicle that was a lemon to begin with from day one, and now the dealer's refusing to fix it. Not only is the dealer refusing to fix it, but now they're going to tow it somewhere, and they're not even going to tell me where they're going to tow it to. So,
in order for me to assist you, I would need the information from the vehicle and the dealership, and if you can get the VIN number, that would be very helpful.
Well, if they towed the vehicle, how am I supposed to do that?
Registration, insurance card.
All right, I'll try and look for that, but you know it's pretty ridiculous when I can give a first and last name and not even come up, because I've done this before and I've just given them my name and they've found.
I did look you up by your first and last name. I checked with both zip codes and nothing is coming up.
Well, sorry about that.
My first name is Peter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly how I'm spelling it, just like you told me the last name, and that's how I spelled the first name, and there's nothing coming up under either zip code.
Can you T-E? They might have just put it in Pete or something. And my last name is hard to spell. I mean, I'll admit that.
Okay, 1 second. Let me see if anything comes up.
Sure. Thank you.
What state are you calling from?
New York, ma'am.
Okay, I was able to pull up Pete.
That's me. That's like my nickname or whatever. You know, I just dropped the R, so unfortunately I might have gotten in there. So.
Yeah, what's your middle initial?
J for Jason.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure. And what is your current mailing address? So I can go ahead and update that here.
Yes, ma'am. It's I'll give you my dad's address because I just left my apartment due to a mold issue. It's 3028 Brockport Road.
Can you spell the name of the road?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. It's 585 469 0234.
Okay. Did you want to provide me a secondary number or just leave it as that?
Yeah, it's probably. Let's just leave it at that, I guess.
Okay. Now, your first name, did you want me to leave it as Peter or change it to Peter?
Oh, Pete's fine. I don't know. I just thought it would be Peter because you'd be looking up, you know, information like you did, and it somehow just came up Pete, which is fine. I'll remember that for next time.
Okay. Now, what's the year model of the vehicle?
Yes, it's a 2005 Honda Element.
Alright, I was able to pull up the VIN. What's the approximate mileage?
35,000 miles.
Okay. And what dealership are you having an issue with?
Well, it's been John Holtz Honda all along. Honestly, this has been an ongoing thing with them. I've got numerous YouTube videos all dictating what's been going on. And the latest thing, because the past is the past, the latest thing is I went somewhere to get inspection sticker done. And the gentleman that did it said, "Hey Pete, I know you've got a warranty and everything, so I'm just letting you know, when I went to do the inspection, there's an emission sensor that's broke, that's not functioning, and there are some electrical issues. But I'm not going to do anything. I'm just telling you what you need to do." My father will testify that they said, "We're not going to do any more work on your vehicle. Take it to a vehicle off of their premises within 2 days of a letter. They're going to tow it to some undisclosed place and not even tell me about it." So
why are they saying that they're not going to assist you or repair the vehicle anymore?
Ma'am, honestly, because their service sucks. They have no reason. They have no excuse. They signed a contract to do the service work, and I've had nothing but problems with them screwing things up from day one. If it isn't me having to take something back 3 to 6 times to get it, if you want to go to John Holtz at blogspot.com, you can see all the evidence. I've been like a lawyer dictating every instance where they've done something wrong and screwed up and pulled these shenanigans. And now I'm addressing it to Honda, stating, if the issue is not fixed, I'm done making payments on the vehicle, and they can turn it into a tin can or recycle it into something more useful, because the thing has been a hunk of junk from day one. The rear brakes, the emergency brake pads, after 14,000 miles, you could set your watch to the fact that they're going to lock up and roast the rotors and the pads and everything else. So the brakes have always been an issue. After about 18,000 miles, the second gear didn't want to shift right, and that's when I took it to John Holtz to get that fixed, and they fixed that and screwed up something else 5 other times. I mean, it's been a nightmare. That somebody else other than John Holtz work on my vehicle, Honda refused. They said, "You've got to deal with John Holtz, and that's the way it is, and that's the way it's going to be." I tried taking my vehicle other places, and they wouldn't even touch my vehicle, because John Holtz is supposed to be the one that takes care of it, and I don't want John Holtz taking care of the vehicle. In fact, honestly, if they just wanted to tow that thing off somewhere and turn it into a tin can or a VCR or whatever, good riddance to it, because you know what? After the kind of service or lack thereof that I've had from John Holtz Honda, I will never, ever, ever buy a Honda ever again. Not in this lifetime, not in the next 3 lifetimes. And it's not your fault. I'm not yelling at you, but I'm just telling you what I've experienced is their service sucks. Once they got your money, you're on your own. I thought Hondas were good. I've heard people had good experiences with them. I just ended up with a bad one, and I ended up at the wrong dealer.
Just a question.
Nobody else, Honda would not allow that. Honda kept sticking me with those douchebags, pardon the expression, and they kept telling me that's where I had to go. I've talked to people way past your level, at the Honda level, from this phone number, like managers, and they told me I had to deal with John Holtz. I tried taking it to other places, and they said, "Nope, we won't do the service on your vehicle. It's John Holtz's problem." And so I've been stuck with John Holtz this whole time, basically. And like I said, I've requested John Holtz, so that's what I've been doing the whole time. So this is where I'm at.
Do you have a name of who you've been speaking to? That you spoke to here that told you that you couldn't take the vehicle somewhere else?
Brian Philbin, I believe his name is. Brian Philbin, with a Philbin. I believe that's how it's spelled.
Okay.
And Billy Buschell, Buschell, is the contact at John Holtz. Basically, I've already gone through the attorney